AI will eliminate you if you want it to eliminate you, or if you let it eliminate you. Welcome back to the Tradepreneur Show. Your host, Patrick Summers. Listen, I've got a topic here today that some of you are going to love. Some of you are going to be like, I'm sick and tired of hearing AI. But listen, it's not really AI in the sense that you're thinking. It's really about the implementation of AI in an organization. And I want to tell you a little bit of a backstory. It's why I'm talking about this. As you may know, I'm co-owner with my business partner, Francisco Rodriguez, in General Air Plumbing and Electric. We are here in Southern California, and I also co-own 2 healthcare businesses with my wife, and I've got some other things I dabble in. Well, I'm big into AI, as you may have figured out. We've done a few episodes on it. It's not AI in and of itself that I'm big in. I'm an early adapter in technology. I love technology, and being an early adapter to some technology has not gone so well for me. Other times it's gone fantastic. And that's the risk you take if you're an early adapter to something. There's many advantages to it, but like anything with a big outcome in the right scenario, there's higher risk, higher reward. And that's no different with being an early adapter. So I've been going down the AI road for a while, and I'm all in, man. I jumped in with both feet. I jumped in head first, I guess. I jumped in with both feet and got out and jumped back in head first. Now, with that said, I'm a skeptic naturally, right? And a healthy skeptic. I kind of question things. I rarely believe the first thing I hear. I'm definitely, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. I'm more of, if it's too good to be true, it means I got to dig deeper for verification. So AI comes along, and AI is going to be something big. It is truly the next industrial revolution. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like to hear that. There's a lot of people recently at college graduations, when that was said, when people talked about AI, the students booed it. And the students booed it because obviously their jobs are at risk. The thing they just spent all their last 4 years going to school to get a degree in, and now have this college debt. And now they're finding out, wow, that may be eliminated. Well, I always say AI will eliminate you if you want it to eliminate you, or if you let it eliminate you. The reality is AI is a force multiplier, and it allows you, the individual, I don't care what you do, to be more efficient, to be faster, to be cleaner, clearer, and free up your time on the mundane tasks to have a greater impact in the areas where the impact matters. So that's the first thing you've got to understand, is AI is a force multiplier if you use it correctly. Just like anything else, you can allow it to suck you down a rabbit hole. Our phones are supposed to be force multipliers, but so many times they cause us to regress because they suck us down rabbit holes. And I don't know if you've ever seen Winnie the Pooh, but Pooh Bear got stuck in a rabbit hole. Now, it had to do because he ate too much honey when he was in Rabbit's den, but that's another story. The AI in the trades is real, and it's coming fast. So it's here, and there's a competitive advantage if you're embracing it early, if you're an early adapter. And that's true for any business, okay? The challenge is, now this is what I want to talk about, and this is where I want to kind of tell my story. The challenge is integrating it in your business. How do you integrate it in your business? Not just you into your personal life, but into your business, where you have team members that are hearing different things. They go home, they turn on the news, and a lot of what you hear around AI is scary. It's going to take jobs, it's going to replace people, and it gets darker than that. Anything's scary if you seek the scariness in it. That's true of anything. So people thought that about the internet, and there's some scary stuff about the internet. There's also some wonderful stuff about the internet. It's not the medium that's the issue. It's the human being. It's the person with the free will. So anyways, the integration of AI into your business. There are so many businesses out there and case studies of where businesses have tried to adopt AI to some extent level, process, procedure, whatever it may be, into their organization, and it's failed. I think it's as high as 95%. There is Walmart, who had to go through a whole redesign, retraining of their AI model because it was costing them tons of money. There was no return on investment because people weren't using it correctly. I believe it was Uber ran out of all of their token credits that they budgeted for the year, like in a matter of months, because it wasn't being used correctly or properly. So if you don't integrate it properly, it can cause you issues. It can be scary. It can cause some issues within your team and alignment and things of that nature. Just as much not talking about it and ignoring it can cause those issues, because guess what? Your team's talking about it. Your coworkers are talking about it because it's everywhere. You can't get away from it. Pull up a browser, there's going to be a story popping up about AI. Open a newspaper. Yes, there's still newspapers. I still get the Wall Street Journal. There's going to be an article about AI. Go home, turn on the news. There's going to be a story about AI. Go on to social media. You're going to find something on AI. So it's there. So the ostrich approach does not work. So don't even try it. So why am I talking about this? Well, because of my own experience with AI and integrating AI and how do I integrate AI, I actually kind of accidentally stumbled into starting another podcast. The other podcast is a podcast on implementing AI into your business. It's a new podcast. I'm kind of dabbling in it. That's not really what I started down. I just figured, hey, I'm going to do a few of these episodes, and we're doing them. It's probably not as well done as the Traypreneur Show, but because I do it, I don't have a wonderful editor helping me out. That said, it was born out of a need. You know, so many things are born out of a need. And I needed guidance on how do I implement AI into my business with the right messaging. And I realized I was talking to somebody who's become a good friend, Scott Stoltz. And we came at AI from different angles, but we arrived at the same place. And we both realized that really implementing AI and the use of AI is such a people challenge and such a people opportunity. And the tools, there's tons of people out there that can tell you about the different tools, how to use the tools, what tools do this, what tools do that. The reality is you can have all the tools in the world, but if you don't have the right messaging, you don't have the right leadership, and you don't have leadership alignment on AI in the organization, there's going to be a struggle and there's going to be a challenge. And that's what a lot of these companies that have attempted to deploy AI on a large scale are struggling with. So I'm somebody that I like to find solutions, but I also see opportunities. And I was like, man, there's a huge opportunity here to help companies do this. And if I'm already walking the path, if I'm already doing it for my company and the 2 healthcare companies I'm involved with, like, I can help other people do this. Scott can help other people do this. That's kind of his wheelhouse, his forte. Not necessarily the AI side, but execution, planning, business stuff, messaging, communication, team alignment, all of that stuff. So anyways, we started this podcast called The Human Edge. And then we called it The Human Edge because it is about leveraging the human edge, right? AI will not replace you unless you let it or unless you want it to. It will enhance you. Yes, some jobs will go away and other jobs will be created. All right. So you might have to bob and weave a little bit, but it doesn't replace the human edge. So I wanted to share with you, with the human edge, we have a website. It's takecontrolai.com. Take, T-A-K-E, control, C-O-N-T-R-O-L, AI.com. And that website, you can go there and there's a self-assessment you can take. There's no charge for it, okay? You can take a self-assessment. It's going to kind of score you and rate you on how well you're implementing AI into your life, into your organization. And then you can have your team take it. You can email it to your team and you can have your entire team take it. Now you're going to get insight into where your team is with the integration of AI. Because one of the things you need to know, and this will help you discover this, do you have somebody using the free version of ChatGPT in your business with the idea that this is great, this AI is going to help me be more efficient, it's going to be a force multiplier for me doing what I'm doing, not realizing there's security concerns, data concerns, proprietary information concerns, all of those things that they're not thinking about, but you as a leader in the organization, manager, owner, executive, whatever, need to be thinking about. And if you're a technician, if you're a CSR, if you're a salesperson, if you work in a warehouse and you're listening to this, you have to understand these are real issues, real concerns. So while you may be using the AI tools out there, you need to make sure there's a process, policy, procedure for your organization and you're in alignment with it. So take the assessment, take controlai.com, take the assessment, send it to your team, get the assessment. It will give you tremendous insights. There's also another assessment that we're not charging for right now. We will be charging for, but not in the near future. That is a little bit more involved, but when you're done with it, it's going to give you ways that you can save 5 to 10 hours a week by using AI, and it's going to tell you which tools to use by using AI to eliminate the redundant tasks. I currently, every Sunday morning at 7 a.m., I get a text message from a AI super agent that gives me a rundown on all of my social media for the Tradepreneur Show, my personal brand, the general, and the nursing businesses, the healthcare businesses. Then at 7:30, I get from the same agent another text message that gives me all of my data on my websites. Now, here's the amazing thing. I'm seeing data that my SEO company, I have a good SEO company. I'm not going to name them, but they're a well-known SEO company in the trades, and they do a really good job. But I am getting data. I'm sending them the data I am getting because I'm getting stuff that they're not telling me and I'm not seeing in their dashboards, and I'm getting insights on a whole different level. Built another agent for SEO optimization of various websites I have. Using AI, you can go out and you can get these bolt-on third-party people that are at all the expos and trade shows and conferences that are selling you AI. They can go into your Service Titan. They can go into your whatever you're using and do all this. I'm doing it on my own. Right now, we're working on the APIs to automate this stuff. You can do it on your own. The challenge is you have to have the right messaging around all of this, right? Your team has to know what's going on, what the messaging is. I'm not looking to replace you. I'm looking to enhance you. I'll tell you a perfect example. A lot of you listening to this may already have AI agents answering the phones in your office. Now, people in your call center are going to be concerned. Oh my God, I'm going to be replaced. This technology right now is pretty amazing. In 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, you're not going to need me. No, I'm still going to need you. I'm definitely going to need you. Your role is going to change slightly where we're going to be able to offer better customer service because you're going to be freed up from some of the time-consuming tasks you do. We're going to be more efficient and more streamlined, and we will be able to scale and grow without having to add as many people, which is better for you because we can become more profitable, more efficient, and then we all win. So that has to be the right messaging. Otherwise, people are going to think their job's going to be replaced. So that's with all of these tools. But if you don't have a leadership alignment, even if it's just you and a partner or you and a manager, or maybe it's you and your spouse running the company together, if you're not aligned on AI and how you're going to roll it out, how you're going to use it, you're going to have challenges. How do I know this? Because I have challenges. I've gone through it. And that's what drove me to get together with Scott Stoltz and create this Take Control AI. And then the podcast came out because it's just kind of fun to talk about AI and some of the challenges you have or you don't have. We just had a guest on one of the episodes, episode 10, I believe it was, of The Human Edge. And he runs in Phoenix, Arizona, the Center for AI Excellence. And he has free weekly training sessions where he brings in different speakers and shows everybody how to use AI and what they can do and everything like that. And, you know, he had some really good advice on how to implement it, how to bring it in and get your team, the higher ups, right? When I say higher ups, like your leadership team, your managers, they've got to accept this. They've got to embrace it. One of the things I'm doing right now to help build alignment with our leadership team is one of our challenges, and you can probably relate to this. I can't believe I'm the only one. But as an owner of a trade business, I hate the warehouse and parts department. I don't hate them. I hate having to have one because that's not our business. that should be a third party that we have. That should be like, it'd be great if you just had a company out there that delivered everything to you and everything. And I know there's VMIs and there's stuff like that, but work with me here. So it's a cost center, right? Now, it's a very important department, and I've got a great team that does great things, and it's because of them that our technicians can run efficiently. We can get installs done efficiently. We can get jobs completed efficiently, and they can actually impact the bottom line significantly. So while it's a cost center, it also can help you be efficient. However, it can get pretty chaotic. There's a lot of logistics and moving parts. So we've had this process that we created for ordering parts for technicians in the field, and it was great at the time. And then as we move along and as we grow, it becomes more and more antiquated. Well, we just created a situation where the technicians, we're beta testing it right now, that they are going to be able to order parts through this super agent I built. And basically a lot of the time consuming component of that, this super agent is going to do. So just a real high level explanation of how you can get AI implemented in your business. So I'm taking a process that's kind of broken and antiquated, and we're reinventing it. And it's very important you don't bolt AI onto an existing process, especially if it's already outdated. You have to reinvent the process to fit AI. That's a takeaway I've learned. So anyways, I'm testing it because this will build confidence and excitement in the team to use AI. It's part of how you get the messaging there. So anyways, I just want to let you know that is a resource available to you. Check out The Human Edge. Check out takecontrolai.com. Take the assessment. Let me know what you think about it. I'd really like to know. And if you ever need assistance with any of this AI stuff, yes, well, Scott's going to go out and make money working with companies and things like that. It starts with a conversation, and I'll have a conversation. I know Scott will too. I definitely will, with anybody, and not looking for anything in return other than I'll share with you what I've gone through. I'll share with you on this podcast. I'll share with you on The Human Edge some of the challenges we're facing, the wins we're having, what we're finding works and doesn't work. At the end of the day, it's just another way I want to help and be out there and do what I can. So with that said, I'm going to bring this episode to the Tradepreneur Show to a close. If you would, check out thetradepreneurshow.com. That's our website. Check out takecontrolai.com. That's the website where you can take assessments. They're all free. You'll get tons of insight. You can have your team take it. You'll get the reports. You'll get the insights. Sign up for our newsletter. Always sending out some pretty timely and relevant information. And, check out The Human Edge. Appreciate you tuning into the Tradepreneur Show. Appreciate the support. If you think anybody will benefit from this show, would appreciate you sharing it with them. And, as I always say, until next time, win the day. Just focus on the day in front of you and win it and be great.